Amazing Series.
I love being in Ghana. I love my continent, Africa. But one problem that irks me to no end is the problem of rubbish and trash in the whole of Africa. See, everywhere you go, there's trash. People throw trash out of their cars, they throw it out of their homes. It's like we have no concept of putting trash somewhere and letting someone pick it up. So we litter our streets with it. You can tell I'm passionate about this, right? Because it makes me angry. So imagine how happy I was when I came home to Ghana and I found a group called Global Mamas. Global Mamas has turned our trash, they pick them up from the street and they've turned them into profitable solutions. But not only do they think of profit in the bottom line, they think about helping women turn their lives around by working together to produce materials that Ghanaians can be proud of because it provides solutions to some of our biggest challenges, trash. Come and meet the woman who is making me smile, Renee from Global Mamas. Renee, thanks for joining Amazing Series.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Renee, first tell us, what is Global Mama?
Global Mamas is a fair trade organization. We are based in Ghana. We focus on a lot of different types of products, from batik, like the skirt I'm wearing, to recycled products such as this, jewelry items. We also work with women's groups to produce shea butter and soaps and other skincare products.
We as Africans, because now I call you an African because you were in the Peace Corps, you've been in Ghana for 8 years, you have a passion for Africa, you love Ghana especially, so I call you my honorary Ghanaian sister. Why do we as Africans, why do we litter so much? It gets on my nerves. People just throw things out of the cars, they throw rubbish onto the streets in front of their homes. Why can't we get it straight with littering?
Well, to be honest with you, I think it's a fairly young problem in Ghana or in Africa. But you know, even back in the early 90s when I was in the Peace Corps, you didn't get plastic bags. You know, now when you go out and get something on the street to eat, they put it in a bag, in a bag, in a bag. And back in even 20 years ago, it came in a banana leaf. And so when you throw your banana leaf on the ground, it's just going to, you know, be biodegradable. So now all of a sudden, with the influx of all these plastics, you know, there is this problem. And even when I was a child in the U.S., it was the same problem. You know, in my era, we threw things out our car window and things. So I think it's the same issue that everybody else in the world has faced. It's just they're facing it now.
What motivated you to start Global Mamas, and what motivated you to use trash, rubbish, recycle these used items and make them usable again?
All right, well, starting Global Mamas, my passion there, and also the other co-founder of Global Mamas, Kristen Johnson, you know, we really feel like Ghanaian women have so much to offer. Like, they're smart, they know how to run businesses, they work hard, and so just to tap into that energy and help them find the external markets, that was really our goal. So what we do is we really help them find markets abroad. And as a fair trade organization, it's very important to us in order to pay them very good wages. So that's our #1 goal. And our passion here is, as you said, you can walk around and you find all of this litter on the ground. So you can make it into the most beautiful products. And we actually partner with another nonprofit organization to make these called Trashy Bags. And so they do have a program where they recycle larger amounts of these types of trash to sew them into great products.
When Global Mama started, did people buy into the idea that what we've thrown away can be used as a product in our homes? Did people buy into it quickly?
Yes. And it's funny when you see Ghanaians even come into our store and see this. They're like, wow, that's a really cool product.
That's my fan yogo, that's my fan meal, that's my Tampico.
Yep, and they just love it. And to be honest with you, a lot of different organizations around Ghana have tapped into this idea. And so it's not just one group who came up with the idea, or Global Mamas. It was, you know, a lot of different people are doing it, and I think it's great. And it's funny, whenever we do an export here in Ghana, and I bring these items to the airport, and sometimes the customs officials come to inspect it, and they all are like, oh, come here, come look at this, and they think it's funny, and I tell them, I said, we're exporting Ghana's trash, and we're making money for the women in Ghana. and they laugh, but it's so true. Like it's great.
Renee, thank you for explaining what Global Mamas does. But Global Mamas is also a fair trade organization. For those who don't know, what is a fair trade organization?
All right. Well, it's a monitored membership organization where you apply based on following certain principles of running a socially conscious, socially responsible business. And there are different principles with different ones of these organizations. We happen to be a member of the Fair Trade, the World Fair Trade Organization, and then also the Fair Trade Federation in the U.S. So the main principles behind these are, number one, just paying fair wages. So and it's based on the circumstances in each country that you work in. It also means that you're providing upward mobility, leadership opportunities for your employees or workers, that you are doing things in an environmentally sustainable manner. So, like especially we're actually doing positive things to the environment.
From what you're telling me, by being part of a fair trade organization, we who are going to buy things from you can be assured that the Ghanaian women who are working in your manufacturing sites are getting fair wages. They work in a conducive, healthy, positive environment as well, and you're also providing leadership abilities for them.
Yes.
Do you have any story perhaps to tell us on how people who started with your Global Mamas Fair Trade organization, how has their life changed from the moment they joined you to now?
All right, well, I can give you an example of a partnership of boutiquers that we have in Cape Coast. They were one of our founding members in Global Mama. So we started with only 6 women, and today we actually are helping over 500 women produce all of these products. So even these 2 women, they are the most fantastic boutiquers, Ellie and Emma, and based in Cape Coast. And so we started out very small. I mean, you know, we didn't even have any customers yet at the time. But
how long ago did you start?
In 2003. So it's been 8 years, and so started out very small, and you know, our quality wasn't very good and our markets weren't good, but over time, and again with volunteer help, we were able to really improve the quality of our products and able to find more customers. And then once we got our fair trade certifications, then it helped us reach other markets as well. So these women, you know, starting out very small with us, getting maybe orders for 10 yards a week, now they can get orders for 500 yards in a week. And so now they've moved into a new location, so they were able to build their own workshop for boutiquing, and they're employing about 10 people within their organization. Each of them has built their own house for their families, sending their older children even to the university, and they're talking about buying a car for the business.
Oh, that's
so proud. A huge success for one of our founding members.
Renee, thank you so much for joining us. I really like what you're doing, and many times we see a problem and we just walk by it, or we pick up the problem and put it in the bin. But you have turned one of our biggest problems, the sachet waters, the polythene bags, the plastic bags, you've turned such a huge problem in Ghana into a solution.
Thank you very much.
Amazing Series.